Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Slab. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Scarlet Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the scrimmage. The Scarlet Knights heading quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that they...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the defense drags him down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Wolf. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And the Gators looking to convert on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Boone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Hard running there. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. Gets off his 1st one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll throw it with the catch. It's Cruz. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. crosses the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gant. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
There's always such a fine line between playmaking and being reckless, right? Like right there, at some point, that becomes reckless. And you take yourself out of scoring position where you guaranteed to possibly get 3 points. Now you're fighting a totally different battle.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but fourth and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give this guy a chance. Put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. On the run, still looking. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They get to him as he throws. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Rushes on him. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. And here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television, and so...
Makes the grab past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gators looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the big fella. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Quarterback adapting. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gant. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns. touchdown.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incompletion.
On target. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it downfield. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gant. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gators have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it! Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Fires toward the target. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On the move. He breaks a tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Going right to work up top. Got his man down the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. Shakes off the defender. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Throws for the tight end. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge Huge loss on the play. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.